And we are live and in color, baby. And I got all kind of color going on. And Woody's got the purple going out. What's that say on your shirt right there?
There's that little
Trophy Seekers Outdoors. All right. Yeah. We got 7 folks in here. We appreciate everybody showing up. And it's excited about the gathering. I want to say hello to Mike Sampson. The Bullock Experience, they couldn't make it. I talked to Kelly. Said, hey, I hate it that I can't, I'm having to go on top of it. We talked about it. He understood. So that's awesome. I'll talk more about that in a moment. Super Smurf Eric Fishing. We got in here Miss Uptown Chrissy Brown. I don't know where a hubby is at, Mr. Downtown Ernie Brown. But we got the good one in here anyway. Fishing with the Squirrel. Hey. How you doing? Fishing with the Squirrel. So, and don't know who all else. We got Steve Ransom. How you doing, brother? Thank you for coming. There's Pontoon Jody driving and listening. Let's see if I missed anybody else. We got 14 came in here. We appreciate everybody's coming in. We're just so excited about next year's The Gathering. And No Way Masty. I don't know who that is. Hello, No Way Masty. That's a new one on me. Hey, how you doing, Mr. Rob Fox? But anyway, we are so excited. And I'll miss a lot of chat because I'm going to chat myself. I'm going to chat this up.
I tried to go into it. I couldn't figure out how to do it. So I'm not going to be doing chat. So
there you go. Well, yeah, it don't work good on your phone anyway like that. But anyway, I got my partner, my sidekick, my main man, Woody, is in the house tonight.
Yes, sir. Glad to be here, folks.
Heck yeah. Y'all give me one second. I forgot to shut my door. And I know that dog was going to come in here and she's going to start snoring right in the middle of this. Mr. Uncle Lou.
He's going to blame it on the dog. There you go, see, I told you.
That big hello to Uncle Lou. Spoke with him today.
Uncle Lou.
Spoke with him today. He's still fighting medical problems. And guys, we need to keep him in our prayers. He's been fighting this for a long time. I told him, I said, I hope you get all that stuff taken care of and you come out on top and everything comes out good. So I really hope so. Hello, it's all mine. Miss Michelle, how you doing?
It's mine. It's mine.
It's all mine, baby. So that's what she told Tom when she married him. Just as soon as they walked back down the aisle, she looked at him and goes, it's all mine, right?
Your half's my half.
That's right. My half is my half and your half is my half. So
that's right.
Is that right, Miss Michelle? I say I'm not trying to take a long time to wind this out, but I do want to get some folks in there. Well, what is the date, James? Mr. Cool Cat, slow down. Slow your roll. I meant to talk to you. I know he's going to donate something to the Big Fish, Cool Cat's Fishing, because he did last year. And hey, we're good friends, and I know he will. So tell everybody you're going to donate to the Big Fish again this year. Boy, that's putting somebody on the spot, ain't it? Or next year. All right, guys, here we go. We got 20 people, and we'll be going over the date over and over again. But for you 20 people that's in here waiting for old Daryl to shut his big mouth and tell it. Here's the deal. Monster Rod Holders and the Tennessee River Misfits, which is a few of us that's putting this together, are going to present the Gathering 3. And it will be May the 17th, 18th, and 19th. It's going to be at Chester Park. So that'll be a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I said Monster Rod Holders because Mr. Steve Douglas came to the gathering this year, and he was really impressed the way it went. He told me, he said, Daryl, he said, I've been wanting to do something down here in Tennessee, and you already got it going on. Can I help you out with this? And I said, yes, sir, you sure can. So he said, I want to do something to have to do with the kids and stuff. And that's going to tell you how the conversation went. I'm an open book, folks, and I tell you how things go. And Mr. Steve will tell you. He said, I wanted to come down to Tennessee and do something for the kids and something to, for the people. He said, I didn't know if I wanted to do something like CatCon or just do it for the people. And he goes, you know what? I like how you're doing this and everything. And it's family friendly, and the kids, they're getting prizes and stuff. And I want to help you out and do this. And so he wanted to be a major contributor of this thing. And I said, yes, sir, you sure can. So that's why it's called Munster Rod Holders in the Tennessee River Misfits. I'm not going to put Daryl Morris and Trophy Seekers Outdoors, because this is a conglomerate of everybody. And this is conglomeration of you guys out there. You guys have helped me so much, and I appreciate that much. That so far, like I say, it's going to be May the 17th, 18th, and 19th. We are going to change up back to what we did the first time. And when I say that, I'm talking about we're not going to do the tournament again. We're going to do the big fish like we did this year. And the big fish paid out big money, over $1,000. By the time you put the rods and stuff that went to the guy that caught the big fish, it was over $1,000. This year, what we want to do is, what's up, Russ? How you doing, sir?
Hey,
what
Russ.
we want to do this year, Curtis, quiet man, Curtis in there. How you doing? Sorry, guys, I'm trying to say hello to as many as I can. We got 22 folks in here. But anyway, what we're going to do is try to pay out to the largest fish, the second largest fish, and the third largest fish. In other words, what I'm saying is we're going to pay out 3 spots this year. And you say, well, where's that money come from? Well, that money comes from sponsors and donations. And we've already had, and I'm going to give a big shout out to my buddy, Fish Sizzle Brandon. Last year, he won the barbecue cook-off, and he won $100 for the barbecue cook-off. And he said, Daryl, don't give me that money. He said, put it for the big fish next year. I said, okay. So there was $100. And then Kayak Mac said, hey, Daryl, I want to donate $150 to the big fish for next year. So we're already in this for $250. So big shout out to Kayak Mac. He does, Mike, he does the online catfishing tournament for pontoons. He's actually going to set up a tournament the same weekend. So if anybody fishes out a kayak, they can fish that. And they'll have the same rights to fish for it as everybody else does. But we're, like I said, we're going to pay out 3 different places. We'll talk about more down the road how we're going to break it down. But we want to pay out, a good amount like we did last year or this year. I keep saying last year like it's already 2024.
Last event.
Yeah. And everybody's like, why are you, everybody's like, here's what I get. Why are you telling it so early? And then I get, when are you going to tell? So, yeah. And Woody, I know you're getting the same thing out there from people.
If I had a dollar for every time I goes, I wish I'd have known about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we announced it all year. People get tired of hearing old D-Rail Maurice announcing it, but what's up, PR? Mike? But if we don't, that's how people find out, and they make reservations at the campsite and stuff like that. And we'll get in a minute. But I wanted to get it out there early because this is when I start right now getting sponsors and getting people to help me out with this. We serve barbecue, we give outdoor prizes, we play games. But the main thing I want to go get back onto is the fishing part. And the guys down here at Tennessee River said, hey, last year, we didn't take people out on the boat that was there. Next year, we want to take people out on the boat. So guys, if you guys want to go out on a boat, I know Brandon's won't take people out. Bobcats won't take people out. Jody said she'd take people out. I know James will take people out. Myself are going to take people out. And so we want people to come get with us, and we're going to make a list of everybody that's going to have boats, that if you want to go fishing with any of us out there, let us know. And we're going to take care of as many people out fishing as we can that come down without a boat. Of course, the ones that come down with a boat hopefully they'll even want to take people out. That's right. Jody brought the plates. She didn't bring no food. We didn't let Jody bring no food. And
Yeah,
Jody let me know.
one good thing about the Tennessee River is you can catch a lot of big fish from the bank too if you don't want to go out on the boat. So
Absolutely. If you're not where you can go out on the boat, you just stay right there. Hello, John with Catfish TV Hunters. He's going to be a sponsor this year also. And we're going to go through all the sponsors that we've got here in a moment. But I just want to say it's going to be the same thing it was last year. It's going to be at Chester Frost. And I got some more good news for you.
yeah.
In Hickson, Tennessee, we're going to go back to the pavilion this one more time because we maxed it out last year. And this year, we may get in some trouble if we get too many more coming. But I've already spoke with them. They have a huge pavilion that's up on the hill that's totally enclosed. It holds 300 people. So we will, unless we grow out of that one, we're going to stay there for a while because they told me just to get in touch with them and we could lease that one. So probably after this year, and it's just right above Pavilion 4. Anybody that's been to one of our gatherings and had troubles parking, that is the problem. This year they've agreed to let us have the parking lot for the main pavilion that we can use also to be able to park there, to be able to go down to Pavilion 4. So we'll have more parking this year. It's a little walk. It's not just right there at the pavilion. It's probably got to walk 50 to 75 yards from that building down to the pavilion. I know, man.
I'm not coming. Sorry,
that's the way it is. But anyway, cool. Yes, I brought the hot dogs and hamburgers, and now everybody said what they did. That's right. It was awesome. How many people brought stuff? We cooked. I don't know how many hot dogs was it. Like 70 hot dogs, something like that.
I think 80. It was
80 hot dogs.
Yes, 40 in a pack.
And we smoked. We smoked 38 pounds of butts, Boston butts, barbecue. And I'm going to tell you what, there was some hungry folks. Yeah, it was all gone. And that made me so happy. So, guys, I'm going to tell you, if you're planning on coming, go ahead and rent your spots out at Chester Frost, because if you wait a month beforehand, it's not going to be there. That will not be there. I promise you it won't. But anyway, before we get any further, I want to talk about our sponsors. We've already got sponsors that I've spoken with. That's one thing that I don't mind doing, is asking people to help out. And sponsors like to help out when you've got a big crew of people coming like what we have coming. Are you allowed to have golf carts? If you're handicapped, you can have a golf cart there. So yes, it has to be, and I found this out, it has to be have insurance on it. And it has to have blinkers on. It has to be set up just like a car would be set up. But yes, you can have a golf cart there if you have a handicap sticker to where that way. I plan on bringing my electric golf cart to help out next year. So you can have a golf cart there if you have a handicap sticker, and it's road, it has to have the blinkers, the horn, and everything, and it must have insurance on it. So yes, you can. Good question, Eric. But anyway, I want to go over our sponsors. Like I said, Steve Douglas was there, and he was like, yeah, I want to be a part of this next year also. And he was so awesome, gave so many other Munster rod holders. And I'm going to tell y'all something. If y'all wasn't there, y'all missed it. He gave us like 14 pairs, not 14 pairs of rod holders to give out. And Sumo Tackle was so great to us. They're sponsoring again this year. Gave us so much different tackle and stuff. Jack's Bait and Tackle, Miss Kim, and I'll say this also. Sumo Tackle, Daniel came also. These guys, they didn't just donate; they came. Daniel came with Catfish Sumo. He's gonna donate again next year. Jack's Bait and Tackle, Miss Kim was there. She's donating again. She's came back on board. Freddie, man, I can't say enough about Freddie. FOA Rods and Tackle. He brought rods. He gave rods to the kids. He gave out rods for the door prizes. He gave out tackle. Just an awesome job. Thank you very much. He was actually back down here this weekend helping myself and Woody and Russ and Shannon. We all went and volunteered for a catfish rodeo for the kids over in Rossville, Georgia. That was a heck of a success, wasn't it, Woody?
It was. There was a lot of folks there.
Yes, you can bring a scooter. There's no problem with that, Miss Chrissy, and they won't have a problem with that. That doesn't have to be done. That it doesn't have to be highway. A scooter is fine. You can bring that. Mr. James Bailey, catfish. How you doing, Jimmy? Where can you rent? I don't know where you can rent a scooter, PR. Just be honest with you. I say I've never had to try to rent one up there, but I'm sure there's places you could. Anyway, let me get through this. National Title Pond, Miss Brandy, which is Woody's wife. She said that they're going to sponsor us again. They have from year one. And all these people, except for Sumo Tackle and FOA, we have not lost its sponsors from year one. That's how much they're impressed with what we're doing and how we're doing it. So we have not lost one sponsor. Now, we have picked up sponsors, but we haven't lost any. Demon Dragons, Jeremy, I spoke with him. He said they'd love to do a sponsorship again. Another 3-year sponsor that's going to be with us. Chat Cats, Joe Jellison. Guys, Joe was so good to us last year, sponsor, and the year before, and he's going to do it again. If you ever want to come to the Tennessee River and you want to find a guide that's going to put you on fish, and not just catfish, Joe is an expert at catching smallmouth bass and largemouth. I mean, this guy, we all think we're fishermen until we go out and see Joe. And we're like, we caught 6 today. He goes, yeah, man, I had a bad day. We only caught 18. I'm like, yeah, right, Joe. Thanks. So actually, sorry guys, that's Steve sending me a text there. But yeah, he goes out and he catches 18 and feels like it was a bad day. And I'm like, dang it, Joe, quit. You make me look bad. But anyway, so once again, he's going to be a sponsor. And I have not gotten hold of all the sponsors that sponsored last year, like I say. John with Catfish Hunters TV, he supplied all the drinks last year for us. John, we may get you to do something different this year. We've got a big sponsor that may be giving us all their brand. Let me just put it this way, of drinks. So one of those pop companies we're talking to about doing that. So we may get you to do something different, but I know you don't mind it. Like I say, Brandon with Fish Shizzle. I know Jody helped last year, and I'm sure she'll do some more stuff this year. Pontoon Jody. I know James with Cool Cats. He's going to donate. I know he does. He did it last year. I didn't even talk to him about it yet, but I know he will. But guys, if you want to get your channel out there and be known also, if you want to send us, if it's $10, $20, $30, whatever it is to help with the big fish, what we're trying to do is get that big fish pot up. We would like to, and I don't want my alligator mouth to overload my hummingbird behind, as they say, but I would like to get the big fish up to $1,000 and then give a second place and a third place.
Yeah.
So, oh, shut up, Jody. You always try to tell me what to do. I have a suggestion. Instead of one big line for the Demon Dragon, casting 2 lines in buckets. Why would you want us to be efficient? Then we'd have to give out more. We'll see. I tell you, there's so much chaos. And besides, if you got 2 lines, it's not as fun laughing at just then you got to laugh at 2 people that miss that bucket. Guys, I don't know what we're talking about. We have a Demon Dragon challenge where you cast a little Doc Demon rod in reel about 30 to 50 feet. I don't remember how far it is, into a 1-gallon bucket. And if you win it, you win a 4-pack of Demon Dragons. They always sponsor the Demon Dragon challenge. And the most fun of it is not trying to get it in the bucket. The most fun is making fun of everybody that does. That goes for it. I've seen it rattle off the now, mind y'all, this pavilion, how high you think that pavilion is?
I would say probably 20 feet high.
It was exactly what I was gonna say. This pavilion is like 20 foot high. And I've seen them rattle the dang rafters up there with the Demon Dragon. I've seen it bounce plumb off of the fireplace because there's a huge fireplace on the back of this. Y'all can see them in the pictures we put out. And I've seen them throw and hit the fireplace and bounce back. And we usually put the bucket about 30 feet from the fireplace and nearly go in the bucket that way. It's one of our most, I guess, asked for games out there. Everybody loves to do it. So it's just fun. But anyway, Fish Sizzle, I appreciate him, another sponsor. Kite Mike, like I say, sponsoring for the big fish. But if you want to try to do any sponsorship, and we'll be reaching out to a lot of more people this year on sponsorship. Miss Chrissy said, Daryl, you didn't have to tell everybody I hit the rafter. Miss Chrissy, you ain't the only one that hit the rafter. What's up, Tom? How you doing? She's not the only one that's hit the rafters.
No.
It's hilarious to watch it. And I think I did it. It wasn't last year because we were so busy. Year before last, I was going to be cool and turn backwards and try to cast and go into the bucket. So straight up to the rafters. I hit them. So it's fun. We have a ball, guys. This is what it's all about. And we're not trying to make it commercial or anything like that. We have to get these sponsors help pay for it. It's expensive to put this on because not only are we renting the pavilion, we're renting the same 4 spots on the bank. It's a huge area that we rent for people to go and fish from. They did it last year and the year before. And that's what got me to rent it last year was so many people fished there the year before. And I was like, hey, that's a great place. That's close to the pavilion. And so I wanted to rent that. So I took, and I'm not trying to pat myself on the back at all, but I've spent a lot of money doing this. I rented that out of my own pocket. And like I say, I'm glad that Munster Rod Holders has come in and is going to help with some of the financial stuff. It gets expensive with all this, and I really appreciate so many people that's helped out. Like, usually the first one we bought me and Woody bought plates. We got we bought cups, everything for it. And then this year we had so many good people like Cool Cats James bought all the buns. Pontoon Jody bought all the flatware and the forks and stuff like that. John with Catfish Hunters TV bought all the drinks and ice. And we had so many people helped out. So it didn't cost us quite as much the second year as it did the first year. But like I say, we still have expenses we have to make sure to get done. So if anybody wants to make a donation, you can hit me up and I can tell you how to do it. Just go to my Facebook page, Daryl Morris on the Facebook page, or you can go to Trophy Seekers Outdoor Facebook page, either one, and send me a message by messenger on that.
Just a little note too, most of y'all know this anyway, but we don't take a dime for doing this. Everything we get goes right back into it. So we always, like I said, Daryl said we're open book, and we just try to have a good event and want everybody to have a good time.
Yeah, and I just put my telephone number out there, and a lot of people go, well, why don't you put your telephone number out there? Everybody's going to be calling. Well, I hope people do call me and or text me and let me know they want to help, and I can tell you how to do that. I mean, I've got a Cash App. I've got PayPal. You can mail me a check. I don't care. Whatever you want to do. Like I say, I'm not trying to, just get out here and beg people for money. If you can afford to and you're coming and you want to be a help on this, we're doing it. And if you can't, don't worry about it. Come anyway.
That's right.
What we want to do is have this where it's not going to cost you. We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna do hot dogs. We're gonna do barbecue. And if you can afford to donate, that's great. And if you can't, if you just had enough money to get there and to fish, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. And everybody knows that's what we say every year. If you just want to come to have a good time and you can't afford to we put a little jar out there for donation, that's fine. That's wonderful. You just come and you have yourself a good time and don't worry about it. It's like come as you are, they say. And that's what we want to do. But we appreciate all the sponsors that we've hit up. If you guys know sponsors that might want to be a part of this, what we do, and that's why we get started a year early or close to a year early, where we can let people know who have helped us out all year long. You'll see that sponsorship banner go up, and we'll do lives. We'll do about 4 lives a year talking about who all's come on and what all we've got going. So, and then again, we have if we have over 100 people there, these sponsors, they see who sponsors, and we say, please, patronize these people because they have put out for you guys to come and have a good time. And I'll promise you, you got to remember, there was, like I say, over 25 rod holders gave out. Figure that up, what that cost. And all the other tackle, we gave out probably $5,000 worth of door prizes last year in rods. And it wasn't just a couple packs of hooks. It was rods. It was rod holders. It was reels. It was so much tackle. It was a ball. And we're not trying to get you here just because of that. We want you guys to come here. And what we'll be having lunch. We're going to go back to the old way. We'll have lunch on Saturday at 12 o'clock and get to talk and have a great time. And, it's just like we have always done. I take it for granted everybody's been there, so I need to let everybody know what we'll do. But yeah, we'll do that on Saturday. I'll actually probably be there either Tuesday or Wednesday. So if you come in early, I know we have Hooks and Hammocks coming early. I know that Freddie and his wife Nina came and they got there early. Make this a vacation time. That's what a lot of people do is do a vacation time, especially they don't have kids. This year was a little weird for Chattanooga catfishing. It's been crazy, and it's been awesome. And hopefully it's going to start. We had such a dry spell when we had it in April, the end of April. The lake wasn't filled up. We didn't have much water flow. And then the year before, everybody was catching monster fish. We didn't have any huge fish this year caught. We had some 30s and 40s, but, the year before we had some 60s and caught and all. So I backed it back up to May. Hopefully we won't have one of those weird years like we did this year. And the huge fish will be, that's what we had it last year was the same time in May. So hopefully we'll have that big fish bite again. It'll be warm and everything like that. So, trying to look at some of these, the other thing. They're saying they're going to put my telephone number in all truck stuff. That's all right. If I don't know the number, most of the time I'm not going to answer, just to be honest with you. So, if you call me, I probably won't answer it. Leave a message or text me, either way. But I'll tell you what. PR is, I don't know if you know who PR is, but that's Eric and Curtis's mom. So she likes to give me a hard time anyway. But anyway,
runs in the family, don't it?
Of course, she's not riding a single horse. She's riding on with a wagon with everybody else that likes to give me a hard time. So if anybody's got any questions, like I say, I want to talk about one more quick thing. But Woody, I didn't tell you I was going to talk about this.
So,
King of the River, Tennessee River battle is going to be on July the 22nd. If you love fishing the Tennessee River, or if you want to come to fish the Tennessee River and you want to be in a tournament, it costs you not one dime. That tournament's it'll be a live tournament. So I'm going to take 9 people. And if I get more than 9 people, I'll just have to do a wheel or whatever. July the 22nd, 6 p.m. till midnight. I don't know if everybody's seen the last one we had. Bob has the belt. we actually give away a championship belt. It's a nice championship belt that we do, just like the boxers or UFC or the wrestlers have. It's a huge by Catfish Sumo. This tournament will be sponsored by Catfish Sumo, and that's right, PR. I can always take it. I got some tick skin. Of course, I'm getting older, so that skin's getting a little thinner, but I got some tick skin. But anyway, it's sponsored by Catfish Sumo. If you want to enter this, you have to. Here's the only thing you have to do. You have to fish on the Tennessee River system. You have to, and you can fish. And the reason I do this, in case it's bad windy or whatever, you can get off of that river system. You have to stay within 1/2 mile of the river system. In other words, if you go up a creek, you can't go up it, but no further than 1/2 mile. Yep, we're doing this on honor system, but that's the way we're going to do it, because that river system can get really dangerous when we get a lot of high wind or something. And so you can get off into a creek, or if you're up towards the Hiwassee River, you can go out that 1/2 mile. There's so many different water systems that come into that, but you must stay within 1/2 mile of the Tennessee River system. It's like I say, you're going to weigh the 3 biggest fish. We'll be keeping up with that. And if you catch one that's, if you got 3 that's already banked up and you catch one's bigger, we take one off and put the bigger one on. So we're doing that. And Cool Cats, I already got you down for that. Thank you. We'll put him down for that. But that's going to be on July the 22nd, 6 p.m. till 12 midnight. If you want to be a part of that and you fish the Tennessee River system, and you don't have to. We had Freddie in it last year, and he did good. Or not last year, but a little over 3 months ago. We was actually going to do this in June, but the water system, we had a big catfish die off. We had a messed up flow system here, and I didn't want to get a tournament going and nobody catch fish, or if they did, they was just junky. So I wanted to I moved it out from June to July the 22nd. So if you want to be part of this, let me know. I say you can. I don't care if you fished Ohio River and you want to come down to Tennessee River and fish this, you'll take the belt back with you. Right now, Bob has the belt. He is the king of the Tennessee River. He won it. Him and his daughter did. And so they have the belt. So if you want to take the belt off old Bob, you just take and enter this tournament. And if you win it, now here's the only caveat. This belt is going to be put up every 3 months. So if you can't fish it the next time that it comes up, you got to forfeit the belt to whoever did. So that's the way that goes. I think that's going to be great. Like I say, July the 22nd from 6 p.m. to 12 midnight. You must be there on time. If you're going to be late, guys, just don't be late. I mean, I can understand if the boat's messed up, whatever, but I like to start off the tournament with everybody starting at the same time. And it should be the time. You want to say, why are we doing it at night? Because it's cooler. We're going to be doing this. This is going to be the hottest month of the year, is July. So the bite's always better at night. Plus, we won't have as much river people on the river. That daytime craziness will be gone. So that's another reason we do that. So, all right, John, I got you down. John just sent to me. He wants to be part of it. So if you go to people that wants to fish this deal, let us know. And I got John down. I know Jody wanted to. James wanted to. And, of course, Bob's going to be in it, Bobcat Outdoors. So we've got several places to fill. But if you want to fish this, just message me, Daryl Morris, on Facebook. Text me at the telephone number I put in there a while ago. You can scroll back up the message and find out. And if you didn't get that and you need to call me, let me know. I'll put it back up there.
Make sure July 22nd.
Yes, sir. July 22nd.
Okay. I thought I had June on the thing, but I'll make sure.
No, June's right here. July.
Okay.
July 22nd, 6 p.m. to midnight. It did the first time. Remember, I changed it and told you I gave it wrong.
Right.
That's right. You lost all that anyway.
Yeah.
3 big fish. Here's another thing. You got to stay within a half mile, and you have to hold that up in front of the camera. And whoever's hosting this, I plan on hosting this, not fishing it, unless we just can't get enough people to fill it, and then I'll get somebody. But I plan on hosting this. You must either, when it locks in, hold it up in front of the camera. If it won't lock in, hold it up in front of the camera, and I'll make the decision of what it weighs. I don't want somebody to go, oh, it weighed this much, and never show it. I've seen too much controversy over that. We want the audience that watches this on the live, as well as everybody else, to know that it is a legit deal, that it wasn't just something somebody threw out there. Because, you know, I seen the walleye, man. I seen the lead coming out of their bellies. Pontoon Jody says that belt matches her green eyes. But we appreciate Catfish Sumo Daniel for he actually had the belt made and donated it, and so that's what it's going to be, a Catfish Sumo, King of the Tennessee River, and it's going to be a great event. But I'm like I say, I'm so stoked about the gathering. Once again, if anybody's in here that was not in here, the gathering will be on May the 17th, 18th, and 19th. It's going to be at Chester Frost Park at Pavilion 4. That's going to be at 2277 Gold Point Circle North, Hickson, Tennessee. It's going to be free food, drink, prizes, drawings, fun, and games. Going to have a great time. That's going to be it's put on by Munster Rod Holders and the Tennessee River Misfits. A lot of people that's donating. Once again, one thing I always want to do is recognize the people that's helped us out. I'm going to go through this again. Munster Rod Holders has come on board. It's going to help us out with some expenses, plus do some door prizes. Catfish Sumo tackle. Daniel over there, it's tackle rods, reels. Go check out his website. Remember, on anything you buy off his website, there is no shipping on. So you might go, well, that's a little expensive. He's got some super tackle, and it's the shipping's already into the pricing, so you don't have to add pricing on that. So that's an awesome deal. Jack's Bait and Tackle, Miss Kim, always great to give. We appreciate her. Freddie, FOA Rods, Tackle, always good to give. Give a shout out to Woody's wife, Brandy, National Title Pond. They're always give us a good gift card. Demon Dragons, Jeremy, appreciate him. He's once again said that they will do the Demon Dragon Challenge with the casting. And Joe Jelson, Chat Cats, if you want to, a great guide service, you want to come down here and catch fish and catch some catfish, some nice catfish, hit him up. Best guide I know out there. And there's a lot of good guides out there. If he couldn't go, he'd give you a good guide to go get in with. He's in with a group of guys, and but Joe's an awesome guy. Hit him up if you want to come to Tennessee River and you go, well, I still don't know anything about fishing it. Hit him up. He'll take care of you. I promise you. John, Catfish Hunters TV. He said he's going to donate this year. Fish Sizzle, Kayak Mike. I know Jody will help. Bob always throws in something. Bobcat Outdoors. He usually brings T-shirts and stuff. There's going to be a lot more out there that donate than I gave here, and we'll be updating from that. We appreciate that, guys. Like I say, we've got Pavilion 4 next year. We will not move from that. I talked about how I was going to find another place, but I spoke with the people that run that place, and they've got that big pavilion they're going to rent us. So we will be there for a while. Everything's free. If you come, you want to donate, we appreciate it. If you don't, that's great too. I know we're going to have lots of door prizes to give away. The big fish, we're going to do that again. It's just going to be an awesome deal. I'm excited again, Woody.
Me too. Is it here yet?
I know. It's like, I'm ready to go. Guys, I'm one of those guys that plans year round. Steve Douglas he said, man, he goes, when I do the catfish shows, he goes, well, it's last minute for me. I can't get into that. I was like, man, I can't stand it. It drove me crazy if I just waited the last couple of months and planned something. He goes, that's the way I do it. It works out just fine for me. I'm like, I'd go crazy. But guys, if you want to be here, make sure to rent you a place early. There's a lot of places that's primitive spots that don't have the tent, don't have electricity, but there's a lot of them. They've got a lot of places that does have electricity. Plan on doing that early. And the thing of it is, if you rent a place or a campsite, if you can't come, if you'll they've got regulation. I think it's like 3 days or a week ahead. They'll give you your money back. So it's not like, oh, if I get this and something happens in a year, we're about 11 months away. You can get your money back. So if you can afford to get your place now, you better rent them now because they go super fast. Trust me, I had so many people last year go, I can't get a place. They got Airbnb places also. It used to be called.
Oh yes, a lot of nice Airbnb places and reasonable hotels over in the East Ridge area. So, which is about 7 or 8 miles away. So there's so many options.
Yeah, exactly. So if you want to get a place, there's several of you coming from a certain area. Get you an Airbnb. That's cheaper than going and getting 3 or 4 different hotels if you can't get a place. So and a lot of people don't want to get a camper that's coming this way. We had them from Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Georgia, Florida, Alabama, Kentucky,
Ohio.
Yep, Ohio. I don't remember. I know I probably missed some, but they came from everywhere, and it was wonderful. Eric's mom says she don't see his sticker on my board. Well, if it's not up there, it's because he hasn't given me one. Nope. Eric, you want your sticker on my board? Just send it to me.
I got one.
Well, I wasn't at this year. I was getting over COVID. That's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's right, Miss Chrissy. Miss Chrissy said, I found a reason my hotel because we found out one of 2 things. We are either too old or too spoiled for camping.
I'm sorry, guys.
We tried to get it set up for them, but it was just one of them things. Look at that. Eric said, go dogs, sick them. Woof, woof, woof. I appreciate you backing our dogs like that, Eric. I never was good at reading, was you, Woody?
No.
Lord have mercy. Them dogs are going to put a bite on y'all. If anybody got any questions that they asked that I didn't see, come on here and let me know. We're not going to just stay in here forever and try to get watch hours or anything. I just wanted to get in here and let everybody know what was going on. I'm just so excited. I say, PR's ashamed of it. I should have Eric's sticker. He hasn't sent me a sticker yet, and I wasn't at CatCon. He's got my stickers. I wasn't at CatCon. If he'll get Eric, will you send me a sticker? Highway 515 South Jasper, Georgia, 30143. Please send me a sticker where your mama won't bother me no more. She's so mean. Once again, Daryl Morris, 3685 Highway 515 South Jasper, Georgia. We got to delete this before it gets gone.
Now I know where you live. You in trouble.
It don't matter. You can put that in GPS and it's going to put you 1.5 miles from my house. You cannot get to my house with that address.
Boy, I know how that is.
That's my address, but Google will put you 1.5 miles from my house. It puts you know where the racetrack is, Woody?
Yeah.
It puts you the road past the racetrack. It says
that's so crazy.
I don't have to worry about it. Has a question. When is Woody going to show my other fish? LOL. He's mad because he caught a fish that we wasn't around. I didn't video.
Was that Dominique?
Yes, it's Dom.
I'm so sorry. I'm just bad at it. What to do?
Thank you, Peter.
It got lost in translation somewhere.
Man, childish. Dominic, you're childish. You know what it is, don't you? His wife the other day caught a big old moss.
I've seen that.
And now he's jealous. He's trying to make up by catching numbers,
Mm-hmm.
Daryl, have a question for you. If nothing sticks to Teflon, how do they get Teflon to stick to the pan?
That's pretty smart. Tristan will have to do that joke.
Don said, "Amen. You'll get lost going to Daryl's house." Yep, he tried to get to my house. He couldn't find me. It took you, and he kept going back and forth past it, just back and forth. I'm like, "Look up in the woods. I'm flashing the lights at you." I live in the middle of the woods, folks. Oh, that's funny. That is funny. So, anyway, I hope this is gave everybody a lot of information. I hope you're excited. I hope you guys will rent you a place. Like I say, if you're bank fishermen, as always, we're going to have that one strip down there that we always have. It's deep water, and it has turned out good fish the first year. Second year, not so much. But you never know. It's fishing. But next year, hopefully, everything will be back to the way the Tennessee River normally is. So we'll see. You got anything else to put in there, Mr. Woody?
I can't think of that, and we just hope to see everybody there. Let's try to get a bigger crowd than we had last year. Let's have a reason to move to a bigger pavilion.
There you go. Thank you to all of our sponsors. Thank you to all the YouTubers that has put in. Like I say, we put everybody on the poster that is helping out with it. So if you want on a poster, you want to be out there, so get your get your channel seen, help get it out there, get the word out. If you need subscribers, I don't know for sure if it'll help you or not, but we'll try. We'll try. So we love everybody out there. God bless you. Everybody, once again, keep Uncle Lou in your prayers. He's going through a lot, and I appreciate all he's ever done for me. And he has always sponsored the gathering. And this year his health is bad, and we you know what, we understand that, and we say God bless to you, and we will pray for you, and I hope everything turns out good for you and you can get your health back on. Everybody else, thank you very much, and we'll keep you guys updated as things go along with where we're at in the big fish pot. But right now we're at $250, and we hope it keeps growing. So from me and Woody, catch y'all later.
See you guys.